Yes, people, and welcome back to a match reaction. This is the morning after Liverpool beat Newcastle 2-0 at Anfield last night. My voice, it's gone a bit, hence why I'm recording the match reaction this morning, because last night it was a lot worse after the game. So let's somewhat try and get into this. So Liverpool won at Anfield again 2-0. Goals coming from Dominic Szoboszlai and goals coming from Alexis McAllister. Goals coming from our midfield. I know Salah didn't score last night. What a shock. These were some of the stats from the game. Absolutely domination, quality performance from Liverpool. Absolutely nullified everything what Newcastle are about in terms of their attack with Anthony Gordon, with Murphy. Now, we all know that Isak didn't play. Obviously, it was Callum Wilson, but people saying, oh, yeah, Liverpool lucky with no Isak. Callum Wilson's still a good striker on his day, still one of the best finishers in the league. Like, what are we doing here? But yeah, Liverpool, 12 shots to their 3. Just pure domination, really. Let's talk about the first goals. Obviously, Liverpool went 1-0 up. It was beautiful pressure from Liverpool. And again, Luis Diaz working his socks off, bringing the fullback out, plays a lovely last little pass into Szoboszlai. I think it goes, a few players do get mixed, and then it goes through. Probably should have maybe done better, but it's a quality finish from Dominic Szoboszlai, and he's in tremendous form right now. I think he's on, 4 or 5 GA in the past 6. I've said it for the past 2-3 months. I think this guy's been incredibly underrated for Liverpool in that midfield role, in the work he does. Love it. And then obviously Liverpool went 2-0 up. Oh my God. The ball from Alexander-Arnold plays a long ball, whipped pass into Mo Salah. Salah's dazzling, taking players on, plays a pass into McAllister, and just rifles it top left. Beautiful finish from Alexis McAllister. We know in those sort of positions he can score goals because we've seen him done it a few times this season as well. And then really from there, Liverpool kind of just saw the game out, really. Obviously, this was the team that did start. Just a really good, mature performance. And I feel like Liverpool now can kind of play from with no real pressure. Because when we won the title, and we had a nice, like, when we got to like 10, 15 points ahead, Liverpool were just playing with so ease and calm and composure because they knew the teams behind them wasn't going to catch them. And then obviously, I know Liverpool are not going to become complacent because Arne Slot is not that type of manager. But ultimately, Liverpool can kind of. I know we can afford to lose 3 games and draw 1 or draw 2, but we could just enjoy our football now. And you saw last night, Salah was on a field day. I thought people would say, "Oh, Salah's only came up with an assist." He had a brilliant performance. The amount of times he was just trying to have fun with the ball, taking players on. How many times he hit the Travella pass into the likes of Jota, Diaz, and Gakpo. He was just having fun out there. McAllister, baller, Van Dijk and I had nothing really to do. Tsimikas did get out a bit when Newcastle tried to hit those little balls in behind with the likes of Gordon and Wilson. It was offside a few times. Wilson, there was a chance in the second half where I think Newcastle and Wilson should have scored, but Liverpool seeded through and got the clean sheet, 2-0. And obviously the players that came on was Gakpo, Kwanzaa and Endo. That seems like the blueprint now for Liverpool, you know? We won 1 or 2 goals up with 20 minutes to go. Bring on Kwanzaa, bring on Endo, see up the shop, chase for the 3 points and the clean sheet. On to whoever's next. And obviously next is Paris Saint-Germain. And yeah, Endo and Kwanzaa were good when they came on. Gakpo got another 30 minutes in the bank. Obviously he's coming back from that little injury he picked up. Curtis and Endo got a few minutes. But is it worrying times for some Liverpool players? Harvey Elliott and Chiesa, especially. I think Liverpool just wanted to give Robertson a full rest. But is it worrying times for Harvey Elliott and Federico Chiesa? Yes, Chiesa hasn't had the game time and stuff like that. But there's been a lot of times this season where he's been on the bench. And there's been opportunities where maybe he could have come on. Like last night, 2-0 up. He could have come on for 15, 20 minutes. But he didn't. Same with the likes of Harvey Elliott. The closer now, I just think these men will be sold in the summer. And I'm a big fan of Harvey Elliott, especially. I want him to do well. I want him to do well at Liverpool. But it looks like that's not going to be the case, unfortunately. And obviously, last night meant Liverpool did go 13 points clear of the Arsenal, and they dropped points to Forest. They just look toothless up front. And the thing is, even without their attack, they're not actually really playing that well. And I've said it for a long part of the season. Even when they had the likes of Bukayo Saka, Martinelli fit, they wasn't playing well. So when you take away their best player, what suggests to me that they're going to pick up points and win games with Mikel Moreno up front? That experiment has failed. Martinelli's been crap for about a year and a half, 2 years. He looks like he's lost all his pace. I personally think, in my opinion, 5 more wins will get us the Premier League title. And obviously our next game is against Southampton in the Premier League, but obviously we have got PSG next. But I think there's a big part of the fan base now where Liverpool want to start focusing on the other two. The Club World Cup, obviously we got a final, and obviously we got the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain. We are on the tough side of the draw, because obviously PSG is going to be tough, I think, in my opinion. Barcola, Dembele, Neves, Hakimi, ballers, and they've been good this season. I also look at, obviously, Liverpool went through. They will go to maybe a tough Aston Villa side over 2 legs, but I fancy him to beat him. But obviously, it's a possibility we're going to be facing a Real Madrid or an Atleti. So it's getting to that point where I think Liverpool want to focus on other stuff, not because the league is boxed up. Obviously, I think Liverpool will go on to win the Premier League title, but there's an opportunity here now where we can potentially look at other cup competitions, and I think that will be the case with Liverpool. Let's actually have a look at their fixtures coming up. So obviously we've got PSG in a week. Lads get a week rest. And you saw Szoboszlai and McAllister. They was happy to get a rest. They're playing well, but they look a bit knackered. Obviously we've got Southampton on the 8th, and then it's PSG, then it's the cup final. So yeah, we've only got one Prem game from now until the 2nd of April. Mad. Yeah, because we've got 2 champs, a cup game, and Southampton. So this is the fixtures from now to the end of the season, obviously. Then you got a few more there. But predictions. What game do you think Liverpool will win the league at? Taking into account that I think Arsenal will drop points, I think Liverpool will win it. I think Liverpool win it at West Ham. I'm going to go West Ham. I think Liverpool win the next 4. Look, Liverpool needs 6 more wins to win the title. If Arsenal win every single game from now to the end of the season, Arsenal winning every game from now to the end of the season, I'll tell you that. Let's just quickly pull up the Arsenal fixtures. I think Man United could be tough. Chelsea, they could do something. Everton are a good side. I think Everton could beat them. Fulham, Brentford. I mean, I think Liverpool win this. I think Liverpool will win the Premier League title against West Ham United on the 12th of April. That is my prediction. That was also my thoughts on the game, people. 2-0 win against Newcastle. On to PSG. Szoboszlai, also real quickly, forgot to give my man of the match. Szoboszlai was my man of the match. Absolute electric, baller. And Salah's also one or more assists closer to breaking 2020, just like Liverpool are getting closer to 20 titles. Take care. Over and out.